I will start. Yeah. Okay.
So Creepy Parade is concept is release and share hiding emotion, and this Creepy Parade from the my visual art project Unnatural Ordinary, and Unnatural Ordinary is like I expressed the like unnatural things in the ordinary life. So it's like my artist theme called the World in Between is between happiness or sadness or like really relief and fear. Like these socialized two opposite words, there is my world in between. That's my art practice theme.
The Creepy Parade is about bringing the tenderness of the brain to the outside. So having yourself exposed and having the difficult journeys that we've all been on, and all the time spent with this incredible and really powerful organ, powerful for better, powerful for worse.
And this Creepy Parade is performer wearing brain hat, which that's emotion.
And I love that it tells the story of everyone having an individual pain, but to the viewer, it's a collective pain.
This brain express their emotion, and they do a parade on the street, real street. It's will be street performance art.
I really like the idea of working in the public space and then like working with an artist and bringing that idea into play.
Yeah, but anything like that that puts you outside your comfort zone is a good experiment, do you know, to see where you go with it and if it works or it doesn't work, and collaborating with different people always brings out something that you didn't know you had.
And communicating with each other about how you both felt that went, whether it was accurate, whether it was somewhere new, whether it was rigid, or whether it was improvised or went off on tangents, things like that. And then that's the process of creation. It's you suggest something, you try something, you evaluate how that went and what direction it's going in, whether it worked, what didn't work, what was nice, what felt stunted because we weren't feeling the intuition of it, what direction we could go in.
That's what I'm discovering at the moment is the new sound that I'm searching for, which has something ancient to it for sure, and the drone is probably the most important aspect of that, which is a huge feature of the uilleann pipes. So it's just got one note underneath everything, and everything is harmonizing back to that. So that gives you a real sort of, it can put you into a trance-like state, and there's just something ancient about that which always fascinated me.
Kind of the first kind of time you sit down with the music and dance, you're kind of watching each other, and then everyone ends up, obviously we're all moving to like the same beat and the same melody.
I'm totally inspired at the moment by uilleann pipes and traditional Irish music.
Just to listen to the music and get an idea of the movements. Then we had a little like powwow afterwards. What's the best shapes? What's kind of what made everyone kind of think of different things and different parts of the music. And then we did it the second time, and that just gave us more ideas.
It's kind of affirming that I'm on the right track with it, because people, they're responding well to it. And really I only have the kind of idea, like the vibe of what's going on is what I have at the moment, and a lot of the work still has to be done. So I'm not precious about it at all. I'm like, what do you want? I can change it. I can get rid of this. I can move it this way.
We're going to kind of expand certain bits of it a bit more, which is great having the musician on site to be like, well, this is exactly what we'd like.
And I got all those ideas just straight away when we played it, and the dancers, just rehearsed to it. I'm like, okay, now I know what I have to do. So that's really exciting. It's good.
I had our first meet-up and a few of us already knew each other. So you have that automatic chemistry, that there was that comfort, because it is a vulnerable thing. You're dancing around with something on your head. You're blind. You're completely blind and you can't see.
Once you take out vision from and you don't have like full vision, then yeah, you're going to be vulnerable. It's just, that's part of it. So you're going to work with that vulnerability, or even working together, you know, you really have to tune in, because you can't see the person, and then you have to feel the person, and then you have to feel how they breathe and feel how they move to create that synchronicity. Yes.
So it's good to be with people that you trust and to be with someone that puts us at ease so much.
But I think that's because everyone's comes from a dance or performance background, and they're really in tune with their body and their space. So they're able to like move in the space and also like react to the other people in a really balanced way.
And so you're just working with that sensory kind of space, yeah, feeling, or your own feeling, or the feeling of the space that you're in.
Because you do it in kind of training exercises. You kind of do breath work with someone and close your eyes and see how you move together, but that's much slower. You're not two-stepping on concrete. So it's never been interesting. Like, there's parts of it, like, it's not that it's scary, but you don't, when you miss a step and you kind of go back and your heart just goes into your chest, just that little kick kind of thing in it, because she can't see.
We live in a space that's very much about suppressing all of that and suppressing feelings and suppressing emotional intelligence. I really like that it's really out in the open, you know, like it's just like, there you go, it's there, you can see it, it's the brain, but it's not just the brain, it's about, yeah, about the emotive self. And I think that's amazing.
I certainly had a harrowing time during lockdown. And it's really wonderful to have an art piece to specifically work through that with, and especially with these amazing brains. Like, I mean, it's like a baby, you know. It has that vulnerability, while also being, you know, soft and dark and comfortable.
As well as your visual, like, it muffles your sound, and trying to see is just a practice in frustration and foolish, because you're going to try and depend on the sight that you don't have. So for the most part, when I have it on, I actually close my eyes. When we're doing the initial run up, I'll be using the whole front, and I was like, close your eyes, you can't see anyway. So just try and breathe into it and feel the people that are with you.
To be able to perform and really feel into that, it's lovely.
There's for sure a dynamic between intuition and rigid choreography. Even with the choreography that we have set, there's still a feeling, a sense, a listening to each other, a listening to the space that we're occupying, how we're moving through it, a listening to the music so we can be on time.
And yeah, there is, it's kind of like, you know, putting on a suit or getting into that, like, shoop, and you're like, okay, I'm here now. And a stillness that comes with it, I guess. Because you have to focus so much. You're going to fall otherwise.
It's far more cerebral. Far more cerebral than I initially thought. I initially thought it would be very physically taxing in terms of movement. But it's actually very physically taxing because you're sustaining a process, sustaining a state of being, a state of mind. I suppose it's almost like a performative trance. Like, it's I would describe it as being almost like a switch.
I guess I feel like I could get in touch with much more authentic movement with my eyes closed. But I guess the story is also telling of the fact that, you know, even with these tender brains, so we still had to go outside and, you know, get our groceries and do our things, and you have to bring that vulnerability outside. So in a lot of ways, having your vision restricted and having your awareness restricted is a kind of representation of that. Like, it's like we all put on this mask when we go outside, where, you know, we try to leave all the emotions we've been experiencing in the house where they'll be safe until we get back, and we just need to get through this thing and deal with that. So yeah, I think it can be quite representative of that also.
Sometimes you don't want to feel the feeling. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you're like, okay, I don't want to feel that. Yeah, of course. Feelings are hard. Yeah, they're really hard because, you know, we don't always feel great. But there's a magnitude of feelings. So yeah, I think it's hard to be in the feelings. Yeah, it's a hard space sometimes. It can be really like ecstatic and amazing and beautiful, and then it can be, yeah, many forms. It can be quite dark, and it can be, yeah, we have, the spectrum is huge. Yeah, it's huge.
I'm luckily I have many support from the Sample Studios director, art director, and like other organizations or people. I got a founder from Agility Award from Art Concert, and now we can start this work with fair pay to the artist fee to all professional artists. And this Creepy Parade is not only my artwork, it's for teamwork, and that's really a big concept of this Creepy Parade. With team, with professional, other category of art professional together, it's become everything possible sometime, and that's I run in this Creepy Parade. Still early stage, but I could get this big potential for this work.